Alrighty, so today we are actually gonna install a support for my graphics card in my Fallout PC, which I am actually going to show you in detail a little bit later. So first, let's see what we are going to do. First, we take off the glass shield. And just by the way, my screws here, which I have, if you are a Fallout fan, they represent the Nuka Coca-Cola. Now what we are going to do today, we are installing a support for the graphics card. You see it's leaning here a little bit. And therefore I bought this one, a DY7 vertical CPU holder. See, it looks like this. And let's just crack it open real quick. And first see what's in the box. So you see it reads a vertical CPU holder. And this is how the baby actually later looks once installed. Let's get it out of the box. It comes with a cable. Then we have the thing itself, which is actually pretty heavy in weight. Didn't expect that. Guess it's a good sign. And does not really come with a manual. So what we can see here, this part here, you see this? This is actually where we can adjust the support height here. And then a wire is sticking out here. I guess that's not really a good sign. But I guess that's actually the temperature probe, so that's fine. I'm pretty sure that's for the temperature. And then we have a connection cable here. And this connection cable, I assume one part goes to the main board to get a power supply. And the other one would just plug in like so. And then this one would go to the main board. Then as you can see here, we have a protective film. And inside here, we have a thermometer. Now let me have a look here. Is that magnetic? It is magnetic, but it's too heavy to hold, of course. And I see a little problem here now because we have two things. We have, that's not so good. You know what? I might, in my use case, I fear we have to install it this way, which actually then means we don't see the thermostat, because here I have two SSD disks, and here we have the CPU cooler, and also this part here, the sliding part, is actually not deep enough. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Okay, so in my case, unfortunately, we have to install it in a pretty inconvenient way. So first thing, I connected the cable here that should give us the RGB light. And the whole thing actually will or should look like this here. Unfortunately, I do not have real estate here to install it because number one, my cooler is in the way, and number two, I don't have space here. So unfortunately, I had to place it right here. And you see here, I could actually adjust the height so to level out my graphics card. And I'll show you this. You see, like, you can loosen it here, and then you see my graphic card goes a little bit down. So if you push the graphics card up a little bit like so, and now you can see it's supported here and over there. And now we have the graphics card support in here. And yeah, technically that's all we can do. Now let's go upstairs and power that thing on, and let's just see how it looks. Real quick about my PC. As you can see, it's a Fallout Edition PC, and we have 2 SATA SSDs installed here. Then we also have 4 M2 SSDs. One is here. Another one you find down here, which you can't see. One is more below. And so as you can see, we have 2 SSDs here. One is here. The other one, you see that red strip here. And then one is on the opposite side. And then we also have 2 HDD spinning rust hard drives in there. And now you see the stand we have installed here, the support for the graphics card. And the wire is connected up here. That's the RGB connection we have here. And right now we are running a Radeon XT 7700. And we have also a Ryzen CPU in here and 32 gigabytes of RAM. And we actually have one cooling fan here, another cooling fan here, and a cooling fan here. And then 2 cooling fans on the GPU, and then of course one for the PSU, the power supply unit. So my classic case actually just runs on basically 3 fans, and that is good enough. But we have a thermometer in here, and we are going to check out now under game load what the inside temperature of my housing will be. Should be good, although I have a pretty packed case for my computer. I never have a cooling issue since I'm actually have thrown out my Intel i5 and my GeForce graphics card. Now it's all AMD and it's running super fast, and I have no cooling issues anymore, although I'm just having a 3-fan system if you discount the 2 fans from the graphics card and the one from the PSU. Let's power it on and just see what happens. Okay, so clearly we can see it here, and we also see the thermometer. It reads 21 Celsius right now. It's a shame actually that we can't see it this way, but you see how it's actually supporting the CPU here. Unfortunately, as I said, we are not really seeing the thermometer, although I see it pretty good. It's just pretty bad on camera. And you see it's connected to the RGB lighting system, and it takes the same colors than we have with the fans. And you see it already went up 1 degree centigrade to 22. And now I'm gonna start a game, and then let's see after a few minutes of gaming what temperature we will have in the case. Now, to be fair and square, from where I sit at my desk, I can actually, and I don't know if you see that, see the temperature actually even better mounted this way, the support, than like I plan to do it on the other side. So that's fine. And now I'm going to start a game, and then we shall see how it looks like. Okay, so as game, I've chosen Forza Horizon 5. We played 4K full settings. And right now you see the temperature inside my case is 23 Celsius. And now let's see after exactly 5 minutes of gaming what the temperature tells us. Okay, so the game is loading right now, and as you can see, we still have 23 Fahrenheit. And again, I want to point out the install was pretty easy. You have a magnetic base here, so you can screw it on here, but it actually has a good magnet here, and there is a plastic foam between the magnet and the case, so you're not scratching your case, because I have that vintage iBUYPOWER Fallout case here, and I just put in new internals, new motherboard, new GPU, new CPU, but I want to keep this case because I honestly love my Fallout case. And then you just have this part here where you pretty much can adjust all the way from here all the way down the height of your CPU graphics card. And now you see my graphics card is supported here, and also all the way here it is supported. And I have chosen this support bracket because it has that thermometer and also the RGB lights. Now, as I said to you, usually it's installed this way. In my case, unfortunately, I had to install it like so. But as I have showed you before, from my point where I'm actually sitting and gaming, it's actually easier for me to peek down like so and see it better. And now let's play a game. Okay, I'm playing Forza Horizon 5 now, full settings, and in exactly 5 minutes we gonna peek down and see how the temperature changes in the PC case. Alrighty, after now some 5 minutes of gaming, the temperature is between 26 and 27 Celsius, and that's pretty awesome, since I explained to you that we are just having actually 3 fans running in that system. But since I switched all to AMD, and the biggest thing in my thermal problem was the Intel i5. Now with my AMD Ryzen 7, to be honest, or to be concrete, it's a Ryzen 7 8700F and 8 core. It is pretty awesome, and the graphics card, it's an AMD Radeon RX 7700. I have no thermal issues anymore, although I have 4 M2 SSDs in here, 2 Spinning Rust HDDs, and 2 SATA SSDs, and I am happy. But this video is actually about my GPU graphics card support with the thermometer, but I'm actually happy that I have chosen to get one with an internal thermometer, because that shows me that even after heavy gaming, my system is just running pretty well, and I do not have any thermal issues in my case, which also tells me the new cases which have 6 or more fans installed, that's maybe total overkill. And there is one thing I have to say. When I had my Intel system inside here, it was loud like hell. Now the AMD system, it is super quiet, and even my graphic card does turn off the fans ever so often, so I could not be more happy. And now the installed thermostat actually just proves my theory that the AMD chips, the modern ones, are actually pretty good if it comes to the thermal or heat consumption. So right now we have 29 Celsius, that's actually, or 30, that's the hottest I've got now after 15 minutes of playing. And so I think that's absolutely acceptable, 30 centigrade within my case.